I'm the Mademoiselle and Sassy Deuxième Chanel. And aujourd'hui, we're going to be doing another KRIK video. I absolutely love y'all stories. They actually be making me realize that I'm not nuts. Like, there be times I'll be having like crazy dreams or I'll be having a veil baby moment and I just be like, I think I'm crazy. And then when you guys write into me and I'm just like, thank God this is happening to other people. So thank you guys so much for these stories. Happy holidays, of course. Thank you guys so much for over 50K subscribers. Let's get me to 100K. We want a second plaque, okay? Even if it's not here, it's on my personal. Even if it's not my personal, it's on my Media Hustle channel. Yes, we have 4 channels added to the collection. Make sure you guys check the description box and subscribe to the channels that suit your needs. My first video is going to be up on the Media Hustle channel on January the 1st. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, and make sure you guys stream my new song, I Needed Love. It is my first compa song, so it would mean a lot to me if you guys go and listen to it. With that being said, let's get straight into it because it is kind of long. Hello, how are you? I recently stumbled upon your YouTube channel and decided to subscribe. I really like the stories and your reactions are very funny. I'm done. Thank you. Keep it up. I do not want to drag this intro out, so I will get on with it. I have a total of 3 stories I wanted to share with you today, and they're all from my firsthand experience. 3 stories? Where'd my drink go? Oh, child. 3 stories. It's something, eh? When I was 4 years old, I had an imaginary friend, Patrick. I do not remember any other time we played games with each other. Maybe the experience of seeing him the last time made me forget about the other times, but he looked like a garden gnome and was as short as I was. He had a red cap and shoes with blue shorts and was always smiling. One day, however, my mother, aunt, and I ended up taking a midday nap. I ended up waking up because I heard Patrick's voice saying, "Hey." I remember looking around, noticing the room was a hazy red. I was trying to find out where he was until the closet doors opened and there he was, the same old Patrick with his usual big smile. I don't think that was an imaginary friend. Okay, let me just pause right there. So, when I started doing videos on my channel, a lot of you guys started commenting on my channel saying that in Africa there's fairies. So I started digging down that rabbit hole. Then I started finding out that there's trolls, there's gnomes, like all of these things. And I forgot how it went. And I might have done videos on this. You guys might have to go into my fact or fiction playlist on here. But apparently, I think it's like trolls live under the bridges, gnomes live in the forest. I forgot what it is. But apparently, my friend Kim that I always talk about, like she's the witch. I grew up with her since like we were kids and now she's a witch. Her daughter adopted a whole fucking gnome, y'all. Like, literally, like there's a gnome just roaming around the damn house. And she be talking to the gnome. She be collecting crystals for the gnome. And you guys are probably like, girl, but I swear to God, there's a whole gnome in the damn house. And the gnome is fucking irritating. It's like the size of a toddler. Not even a toddler, like a baby. And yeah, and it's not an imaginary friend. It's a real thing. So you're probably not tripping. It probably wasn't even an imaginary friend. So I always tell you guys, like, y'all need to be careful what y'all kids are doing. A lot of times your kids have imaginary friends and they're real spiritual beings. Like, y'all be thinking, oh yeah, my kid thinks that they have a fairy friend. No, bitch, it's probably a real fairy. You guys never heard of the term fairies, like house fairies? That's a real thing. If you guys are constantly misplacing things in your house, it's probably a house fairy that took it. Just ask the house fairies to give it back. They'll give it back. Child. The rabbit hole is crazy. I was like, wait, this is fucking crazy. Like, He giggled and told me to come near so we could play. So I crawled over to my mom to get out of bed. When I think back on it, neither my aunt nor my mom woke up and they both slept light. It was as if I was in the room, but not in my room altogether. As I was approaching, I noticed that his appearance began to change, starting with the fact that he had no eyes. Were you playing with a demon? The one that fans the gates of hell? So there's a demon that fans the gates of hell that just be playing around with people. Lots of kids, because he kind of looks like a kid. I'm gonna look it up after I'm done reading this. They were just empty holes getting closer. I also noticed the closet did not look like my aunt's closet, but an even darker area behind him. I still moved closer slowly now that I had gotten a better look at him. Still grinning at me, I also noticed he had maggots coming out of his mouth through his teeth and eyes. Ah! Oh, God. This is when I began to worry because I had never seen him this way before. He giggled again, then asked me again to play. Oh, hell no. I don't know what made me turn away from him, but I did. Well, girl, the description, like, I did not look back. I just went over to my bed and laid down against my mother and closed my eyes. After that, I stopped seeing Patrick. I felt like my soul was out of my body when I played with him and when it was time. He tried to take me. I do not know. What do you think? Let me look up this demon real quick. Now, you guys are probably like, girl, why do you know that? Apparently, I know someone who is guarded by that demon. Now, I know you guys are probably waiting on the guardian demon shit. Yeah, I think I did a video on guardian angels, but I didn't do a video on guardian demons because a lot of you guys be thinking like everything is peachy key and everybody has a guardian angel. Some people have guardian demons, and that's why a lot of you guys are shit, and that's why a lot of you guys don't know why a lot of your lives are just pure evil. But also, people need to understand not all demons are evil. Not all things devil worship is like a bad thing. I'm not saying go delve into it and go fucking secular on motherfuckers. I'm saying that everything needs to have an understanding in order for you to have control over it. And in this case, that sounded like your imaginary friend was more than likely a demon. It sounds very real. Don't nobody got time for that. Thank God you stopped seeing them. We're gonna go right back to that story once my friend texts me back and I get the name of the demon. All right, hopefully I am saying this dude's name correctly, but the name of the demon is Zaphan. So he was the demon that during the rebellion of the fallen angels, he decided to set heaven on fire, which obviously backfired on him. And due to this, he was casted into hell, and now he basically fans the flames of hell with his hands. So yeah, really stupid. So that's why that's his job. So yeah. But that sounds just like that demon. Just petty as hell, just doing bullshit just to do bullshit. Childish. But anyhow, this is the second story. This is sort of a continuation of the first story because I feel as if it is the same thing that tried to take me before. Ciao. Recently, I have experienced another, I would say, out-of-body experience in the house that I just moved into a year ago. 4 months into moving in, I awoke in my room and it was dark as hell because I like the dark and it was hazy again. I like the dark too. The mood lights that I have in my room as usual, but instead of flipping through the assorted lights, they were stuck on a very dim blue and green. I was just standing near my room thinking the lights look nice, but why are they stuck? Ooh, child. I dismissed this and began to look at my surroundings. When I tried to take a step towards the bedroom door, a hand grabbed me. See, I don't give a fuck. I would have moved the fuck out. I would have broke the lease. I don't give a fuck. Roommate, parent, bye. Ain't nothing grabbing me in my fucking house. No. I did not scream. What you mean you ain't scream? Y'all be calm as fuck in these damn stories for me. Calm as fuck. But I began to panic because the hand was blackened. Ooh. And when I removed it, another hand grabbed me from somewhere else. Ooh. Each time I removed a hand, another replaced it somewhere else on me and was pulling me. I decided to look and see where they were coming from. And when I did, it was a hole or a gash in the wall next to my bed. And a head came out of the wall bearing more hands that were attached to long arms. Nah, I started to tell the thing to go away and it could not have me. I kept repeating myself and pushing it back into the wall in hopes that it would go away. It eventually did, and I ended up leaving my bedroom. Yeah, thank God. Now I'm worried because I feel like the next time my soul decides to leave my body to go on a round trip, I will be taken. Yeah, bitch. They're going to take your booty hole, your hair, your wig, your nails, all of that shit. A friend of mine said she experienced something similar, so maybe she can do the same thing. Yeah, I don't have time for that. Like, isn't it called astral projection? Yeah, I'm so happy I don't astral project. I don't have time for that shit. I don't want to learn how to do it. I don't want to do it unintentionally, intentionally. That shit is terrifying. I do not remember if my great-grandmother died before or right after I was born. However, I had never known what she looked like, how her voice sounded, or how she was. I always had to hear from my mother about how she was because she raised my mother. Okay. I learned that she also practiced voodoo and once placed a hex on my mother's bully. Sidebar, guys, this is the third story. And as she should, fuck bullies, okay? I found that very scary at the time. Anyway, when I was in middle school, I started to have dreams of an older lady in blue Sunday dress, and her hair was curled under at the top. We would sit at a table and talk. What I did not mention in the first story is that when my imaginary friend Patrick was talking to me, his mouth never moved. Y'all are brave souls. Something talking to you, the mouth don't move, and you just out here walk around with that shit like it's imaginary friend? Oh, nah. Neither did my great-grandmother's mouth. What you mean your great-grandmother? When we sat and talked, hold on, your great-grandmother's mouth never moved when y'all talked? How the fuck she talking then? The fuck? She had a fucking speaker in her butt? I'm sorry, no disrespect. I'm just...
See, now obviously this is in the dream or the spiritual realm, but still, I would have woke myself up immediately. I don't have time for any of that.
How somebody talk without their mouth moving? What are they, a cartoon? Every time we met with each other, we had the best time talking to each other. Was she even talking? I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Getting to know each other. Only when I woke up, I could not for the life of me remember what we talked about. Oh, child. I tried to make myself remember, but I do not think it was meant for me to do so. This occurred every night for 5 years straight. Oh, wow. I'm only going to assume that she just wanted to catch up and get to know me. Fast forward to the last year of me speaking to her, I had moved into my cousin's house with my mom, and we were all just enjoying family company. Sometime later, we started to talk about the strange things that would go on in her house, like the thing that lives in my cousin's sunroom, that thing that made him not want to sleep in there anymore. That I thought was so terrifying since that was the room me and my mom would have to share. My cousin did not tell us until we moved in. So one day I told her about the dreams I had been having of this lady, great-grandmother, and I explained everything to her, including what she looked like. She looked surprised and left the room. I told her she did not believe me, but then she came back in the room with the picture and asked if that was the woman that I had been seeing. The woman in the picture looked exactly like the woman I had been seeing in my dream. I told her that it was her, and she said that that was my great-grandmother. That's scary. After discovering that bit of information, I stopped seeing her. I was sad because I liked talking to her. According to my mother, she was a strict woman and she did not like white people. So there's that. Are you white? I mean... You're still a great-granddaughter, so, I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm sure she is still nearby. I almost always feel my mother's presence as well now. There are more stories I have shoved in the back of my mind, but I do not want to overwhelm you with a lot to read. I hope you enjoyed reading my stories, and if you have an advice or idea what the first two would mean, please let me know. Also, I had an experience a little while ago and was wondering, do you think it's possible for someone to be able to move during sleep paralysis? No, it's called sleep paralysis for a reason. You're paralyzed. So I don't know. Comment down below what you guys think about that. I know that is a dumb question because the answer is in the name. Yes. However, I had something happen to me and I will eventually send you the story. If you want, please send the story. But I'm tired of typing, so now I'll leave it with just that question. Thank you for your time. That was thoroughly interesting. Essentially, those stories were terrifying. You might have a gift to see the dead or see spirits in a way because, child, that is not normal occurrences. People don't just be out here waking up, being able to see things like that. And I'm happy that you're alive. That's the best way. I'm happy you're alive. I'm happy that nothing really happened to you because that's mad terrifying. Whatever it is or whatever trying to communicate with you is more than likely just trying to scare you because you came out unscathed and you're sane. Because a lot of times when people try to send things after people, the goal is either to harm them physically or to harm them mentally. And you're fine for the most part, unless you just didn't mention anything. So with that being said, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. Personally, you a trooper, because I don't even think I'd be able to type all that shit. I'd be shitting my pants. I'd probably be in a psych ward. Okay. With that being said, make sure you guys check the description box for everything you guys consistently ask me about down below. Make sure you guys check out my other channels. And yeah, I love you guys so very much. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye.